Achieve this everyday glam in under 12 minutes. Check me out, okay? And what, ponytail $10. Listen, you don't have to spend all this money. You can ball on a budget, okay? Ball on a budget, okay? Hey guys, welcome back to my page. I'm so excited to be back. Today is just gonna be really short. Please excuse my mess, but I'm cleaning my bed, washing my sheets, and I'm just like, I want to make content. But I'm super excited to be back. Today we're gonna be making a video of just like everyday glam. Not everyday glam, but like everyday wear, you know, like your makeup, like what do you wear? And I'm a little under the weather today, so just bear with me. But before you get started on any type of glam, you want to make sure that your face is clean. So please wash your face and your hands. And then after you do that, we're just gonna go ahead with some primer. A lot of people, this is e.l.f. Turn it the right way. Hopefully it like focuses. Yeah. So this is e.l.f.'s Pore Power Grip Primer. You can get this for like, I don't know, it's super cheap. Probably like $5. And the reason why I love primer is for my skin. I have acne prone skin, so I definitely need to have my primer and all that good stuff. But I don't have a brush, so I'm just gonna use my finger. That's why we make sure our hands are clean. And I like to put it on my problem areas. And like recently I've been watching content with like just regular stuff, like regular everyday life, and I'm just like, I love that, because for me personally, I can like put, next up, you just want to like, I just want to straighten my eyebrows a little bit before I put on the next thing. But I like that content because it takes, I know for me, it like takes the pressure away, because like I can just get into my head and like, oh, I have to have on makeup, or I have to just look my best all the time. But like, that's not everyday life. So I want to be more like intentional about making sure my content is realistic. So yeah, that's just what I've been learning. Next up, I'm so obsessed with like this new brow look that I've been seeing. Is called like fluffy brow. So I'm not gonna do that today because I am like working on the technique, but eventually I'll put out a tutorial for that, because I didn't like it at first when it first came out, because I just felt like it was too masculine for my face, and just in general I just felt it was like too masculine. But I like what people are doing now. They're like toning it down, and it actually looks pretty good. Right now I'm just taking like some Anastasia Dip Brow and just filling in my eyebrows where it is like not a lot of hair, or the hair is scarce. And just make sure you like be super light with that, because you can really mess yourself up and you can just be looking crazy. So yeah, especially for everyday wear, you just want to make sure it's just like filled in. You don't have to be too crazy with it. I love my new camera, guys. I got a new camera called the Sony ZV-1F, and I really like it. Would highly recommend. 10 out of 10. This is the Anastasia product I was using. Dark brown. And Anastasia. Guys, I love my camera. You can't tell me like. Alright, so I gave myself a limit of 12 minutes. That's how long it's gonna take me to do this, because also like I don't want my videos to be super long, you know. I just want to like get in and get out. So what I'm doing now is just cleaning up under my eyebrow so it just looks like more uniform. And for an everyday look, you don't have to do the top of the brow, which is good. But if you want to, you can. I like to use a concealer that is closer to my skin tone as possible. I am gonna go back over that because, and I just messed up my eyebrow. If you mess it up, it's okay, just go back and like fix it. I drew it like too much, but it's okay. So yeah, I like a concealer that's closest to my complexion, and I totally forgot that, so I'm gonna go back and like clean it up. You can't really tell now, but I'm gonna go back and fix that. Next, I want to do the rest of this concealer that you guys see and just put it everywhere where my trouble areas are. So like definitely my cheeks are like my trouble areas. I don't like to do a lot because, and it's like discolored. I don't like to do a lot, but I've been breaking out a little bit, so this is fine. And then we're just gonna blend it in. Next is my favorite step. I don't know what it is about this step, but I just love putting concealer on under my eyes. I don't know what it is, but I got this really cool product called Kosas. If my camera wants to, yeah, Kosas. Let me see if I can like, I'm gonna tag the link in it because you can't really see it. And what I love about this product is that it has caffeine in it, guys. Yes, caffeine in it. So what you're gonna do is just like go underneath your eye and drag it out. I like to drag mine out because I have like discoloration around my eyes, and like everybody's makeup routine like is gonna be different because all of our faces are different. So you don't have to follow what I'm doing to a T, and if what I'm doing doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you, you know. And it doesn't mean that I'm doing it wrong. It doesn't mean that you need to change what you're doing. It just means it doesn't work for you, you know. So just find out what works for you. This works for me, and that's why I'm doing it. And then I like to bring it a little bit up. I do like to use a lighter shade of my complexion for my under eye concealer, just because I'm like discolored under my eyes, so I do like to do that. Next, I'm just gonna like let that sit because I love, oh my gosh, you're gonna see the difference. Let it sit for a little bit, let it dry. But what I am gonna do is like blend in my concealer that I already put. And the good thing about this method of just like blending it while it's dry, I know there was a method that was just very popular of like wetting your beauty blender, and I did that for a while and it did work, but like I just went back to just blending it in while my beauty blender is dry, and it works just the same. So I'm gonna let this under my eyes sit a little bit longer, just let it like soak in, and once I blend it in, it's gonna be so cool. So I hope I'm not going over my time limit, but I think we're at like 5 minutes. Okay, so next I'm going to just let that sit for a little bit. Yeah, I do have to talk because I gotta let it sit. I'm gonna like go back over here and like get this. So yeah, also, as you guys know, I am in school, so like I had to like slow down on my content, and I'm so sorry, but I do want to like get back into it, and I'm so happy I have this camera. Oh my gosh, I love this camera. So I'm gonna try to like continue to put content out there because, one, I just realized I love to do it, you know. I love to do it for myself, you know. I don't love to do it because you might get paid or whatever. Like, I really just love to create content, and I love to create content on my own time. So I have been offered like partnerships and stuff, but it's like there's so many rules and you got to do it their way. And that's fine if you're looking for some change, you know, some money. But for me, being in school full time, working full time, I just don't have the time for that. But I'm going to transition to make content just because I love to make content. So yeah, okay. So this, I want to let it sit a little bit longer, but it's okay. Let's go in and just blend it out. Oh my gosh. And like, bruh, you can like just totally tell that little trick of just like letting it sit for a little bit to just absorb in the skin. Like, look at this. It's like flawless. Oh my gosh. And if I would have let it sit more, oh my goodness. So yeah, that's what I love about like that technique. Like, especially like for the oily girlies like me. Okay, I get oily. Just letting it sit just really just like absorbs in your pores and all that good stuff. So yeah. And then so next up, what we are going to do is right after that, we are going to set / bake what we just did. So first we're going to set all of that like concealer that we just blended in, because you don't want to, especially for my oily girlies, you don't want to, all that work that we just did, just like have it like go in vain. So yeah, we're just going to take a little bit of our translucent powder or setting powder. Mine's is a little tinted. Sometimes translucent powder is white, but because I'm going to bake under my eyes anyway, I really don't care. So yeah, I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of that, and then we're gonna like really go in there. And like I said, I really hope that I'm under 12 minutes. Like, I really just want it to be 12 minutes. I hope this is not a 20-minute video. If it is, I'm just gonna be so mad. But you know, this is part of like getting back into content. You get a little rusty and all that good stuff. My New Year's resolutions are to just live my best life. Like, I've been reading this book about like waiting, and you know, like the older you get, the more like you just want stuff. I totally missed this step. I missed I missed contouring my nose before doing that, but it's okay. We're gonna like try to fix that. But yeah, just, you know how you get older and you just want stuff, you know, like I want to get married, I want to have a family, you know. And now we're just gonna, so also before we go into the next step, this is Bobbi Brown Sheer Finish. I don't know why my, yeah, there we go. Oh, camera. Bobbi Brown, I don't know why it's doing that, but it's Bobbi Brown Sheer Finish. It was supposed to focus. I don't know why it's not. Oh, there we go. Soft Honey, Bobbi Brown. There we go. But what I did was I mixed it, because for me in the wintertime, my skin gets crazy. I just get like so many different shades everywhere. So I mixed that with the lighter translucent powder for me, and it makes this perfect like concoction for my skin. It just works well for me. And then after that, I'm just gonna go into like some contour right here. I really love contouring right here. And I love contouring my nose because, you know, for I don't know, I just love that effect. And I do want to like, all right guys, this is like makeup no but we're gonna see how it looks. Don't do this at home, guys. Definitely contour first before you do this. But you know, found my brush. So yeah, you just want to like blend right here. Also, this is not really my color, but I'm balling on a budget right now, so we're just gonna make it work. And the good thing about makeup is that you can make your own like concoction and stuff. Like it doesn't have to be just like I did with my translucent powder. Like it doesn't have to be your shade all the time. It's good to get your shade. You know, don't go buying the wrong shade and be like, oh, Barry said. No, it's definitely good, but you know, you can always just make your shade in certain stuff. Like this is definitely like, now I wouldn't get a black contour, you know, stick, and I wouldn't get a doggone contour stick that's not at least close to my color palette. Like it has to be close to your color palette. Like clearly your contour stick is like a few shades darker than you, but you don't want to go all the way out in left field. You know what I'm saying? So let's, you know, not take what I say to the extreme and you gonna be bad at yourself. Don't be bad at me because I said. Okay, my camera died, sorry. But yeah, you know, you definitely want to be like in your shade. So yeah, we're just gonna blend that out nice and slow, nice and slow. All right. Okay, and I get the nose. Next, we're gonna just go and fluff out. We're almost done, guys. Our powder that we did. I like to like make sure that I'm really like blending in because I don't want, and I forgot to get underneath there. I don't like those harsh lines. So, but it's like, I like a little bit of it, but I like it to be like a blended harsh line. Now this really just like, I love that look. It just like activates, well, not activates, it really just like makes that part of your face pop, and that's what I really like. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush for under my eye, and this brush lost its life, so whatever works for you guys to get the job done, that's what works. Okay, and then just get your nose. I like to go back with this brush. Really like, get it, boom. Okay, what I say, it may look like I have a dot right here, but I really don't, it's just lighting. Okay, next, I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. Let's get into our eye makeup. I just want to do a little bit of like, so Soft Glam from Anastasia, throwback palette. That was holding my phone that I look on, so y'all gotta like find a way to like, I'm gonna edit that part out too. I gotta find a way to let it sit. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna go in with Burnt Orange, bam, for my eye bed. And I like to use my hand for an everyday look. It doesn't have to be mean, if you want to use your flat eyeshadow pencil, brush, you can go ahead and do that, but I'm gonna use my finger. And there's no right or wrong, whatever you want to do. Don't let these Instagram influencers say you need to do what you want to do. All right, and then just because it's an everyday look, I am just gonna bring it up some, and it's just gonna be the palette of my eye, and just use the product that you already have. And relax your shoulders. I kind of like go like this, but like relax your shoulders if you do what I do. All right, next I'm gonna use Tempura, and just like bring that up some, just a little bit. And then for my tear ducts, I do like to use a brush for that, just to get in the crevices. I like to use a little pop of colors. I'm gonna use Fairy right there, and just go in that little corner. I like those finishing touches. Like that. Yep, and eyes are done. You know, everyday glam. Okay, let's put that there. This there. My scripture verse for the day was, I love these little like prayer cards because it gives me like the scripture of the day. And it says, because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Lamentations 3:22 to 23. And I just love like my little prayer cards because it really just like sets the tone for my day, and it just helps me to just reflect on God, get out of myself, get out of me, you know, me. Like I'm a choir, and just focus on like all the goodness that God has done for me. Okay, so, and just make sure you blend that out. There we go. And it's not like a harsh line. So yeah, I just love like that, like, I don't know what it is. I love it. So yeah, we're almost done. Next we're gonna do is our mascara, and you're almost done your everyday look. And I like cut myself right there. It's crazy because it's like a cut inside my hand. Like it didn't break the skin, which is so weird. And this is from Bluemercury. It's called Formidable Lifting Mascara. This is really nice. I really love this by Bluemercury. They did their thing. It's in jet black. If my camera wants to focus, I don't know, but I'll tag all my products in here if I don't forget. It's like, oh shoot. And make sure you don't blink too quick, because you might get it on the bottom of your lash, and it's something you don't want to do. I mean, on your skin, and it's something you don't want to do. I wanted to see the Beyonce movie today, but I don't think I'll have time. Okay, I really love this camera, but like I had to change the battery twice, and I'm not sure if I like that. But I do like the fact that I have a camera. And also I didn't charge it last night, so I need to like really give it a full charge. And I haven't charged this thing since like the beginning of December, so I guess I gotta like Count my blessings. Okay, so I got a little bit of like mascara under there, but that's fine. Next, if you want to line your lips, you can. I am. You don't have to. I'm just being extra. I was like watching this YouTube where like, you know how you just make your lips fuller with like, you overline them? And I was watching that technique and I just wanted to try it out real quick. I really hope I made 12 minutes. If not, I'm really upset. Just blend that in. And then this is Juvia's Place Sweet Beets. I love Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place, I love you. So yeah, just do a little bit of sweet beet. What? Beet. And your everyday look is complete. Achieve this everyday glam in under 12 minutes. Check me out, okay? And what, ponytail $10. Listen, you don't have to spend all this money. You can ball on a budget, okay? Ball on a budget, okay?